My name is Axel Anderson. I've studied A Course in Miracles for about 15 years, but I really had my awakening on September 11th, 2001. I had some information that I took with me to New York during the week of September 11th, 2001. So I stayed back in this little bed and breakfast that was about 20 blocks from what then became Ground Zero. And I was just walking around making myself a little breakfast when one of the young people who was staying there came downstairs, and he was shaking uncontrollably. And you could see he was just white as a ghost. And he said, a plane has has hit the towers, it's on fire. And you could tell from his demeanor that he was decompensating, he was just shaking. It's kind of like, you know, the stuff's really going down now, like we're being attacked. And all of a sudden, just in that moment, my consciousness started to move up, and whether it's 10, 11 dimensions, I don't know, but I had my awakening. I started moving up, and the next thing you know, I'm looking down on New York City from way above, and yet my feet are firmly planted on the 4th floor of that apartment building. So I'm both in this world, but also looking at it from the eagle's nest, from way above, right? Where none of this matters, and it's like these are all ant problems, and little ant hills fall over it all the time, and you never think anything of it, right? So now I'm looking at the big picture, but I also know what to say, and I know what to do. I'm just in your dream for a moment to remind you you're safe, asleep in heaven, that none of this is real, that God is love, and this is not love's will. Looks at me and goes, and I realize that's what I'm in New York for. We're all dreaming, we're asleep in heaven, none of this is real. We're in the arms of love, and we're safe in our beds, and nothing has ever happened.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away?
So let me tell you a little bit about the angel wing attunements that I do. The basic premise of it is every human being is a sleeping angel. As humans, we're kind of horizontal, we're kind of sleepwalking. And as such, we're unaware of our unlimited potential. Somebody I did about 6 of these angel wing attunements, and about the 6th person came back, and she brought me a picture of Leonardo da Vinci's sketch of the man in 2 positions. And in his first position, he drove him in a box, right? So he was like the crucified man, the coffin man, the box man. But when he was rotated into this position, he formed the orb or the circle, and he was the star man. And she said to me, she said, this is what you did to me. You rotated me from human box to star man. Meaning I live in my toroid, I live in my star body, I live in my light body, which is outside and completely interpenetratable by the universe, because it is the universe. It can expand, it can contract, but truly I'm the light. If you had to lay me out and I had to describe what it would be, everyone's job description, I'd say, to be the happiest motherfucker in creation would be your job description. That is your goal. That's the only attainable goal, since love wants you to be as happy can be, which would make you the happiest, right? And it's the only goal that can be shared with everyone. So it's not like, well, you're happier than everybody else, but everybody can be the happiest, and no one can be less than totally happy, because if you're less than totally happy, you don't exist. Because love wants everyone to be happy, and only love exists.